Hello everybody. So this video is going to be cut a little bit shorter because I've had quite a bit of tech difficulties, from my mic not working to sound cutting out. Hopefully I fixed it all for the foreseeable future. Anyways, so today basically we're just jumping right into opening shop because if I remember correctly, pretty much we are completely restocked. So, yeah. Only 5,000 overall. That's profit. No, I have not. Shite. It's fine. It's fine. I can do that real quick. The day doesn't start until you open shop, so... Crap. First row is all 1,000 plus. And go to this one, 900. 400, okay, so 900, 300, or 400. So it's this, and then it's Ghost Rares, 400, and then it's 300, real quick, 300, yeah, how much is the Ghost Rares? 357, 357, okay. 357. And 316. I think that should finish covering it. Yeah. Alright. I had forgotten to price the cards. Thank you for reminding me. Alright. Around over $1,000 for majority of the first, or completely for the first. The highest card being not bad. Alright. We'll open shop. Man the counter. Man the counter. Man the counter. Restock. Restock. Alright. We are good. And Also, I need to check my grading cards. 5 days. Alright. Card deal. 350. First card deal of the day, not bad. Card deal. 1,000 flat. Nice. Got $200 off. Not interested. Oh boy. In terms of like stuff that happened over the weekend, not really much at all happened. It was a super quiet weekend. Not even any like dramas to talk about. Alright, fine. 1,200. $75. You just want me to get rid of a better card? No, thank you. There we go. 4,000. You're willing to go 4,000. Fine, 4,100 is the highest. Because it's still around market value. Decline, you want way more than the card is worth. Not gonna waste my time with that. Or 100 flat is my highest offer. Fine. I'll go 1,010. Or 110, I mean. No. Not even close. Switching to dupes just to kind of get more cards up because I'm running out of cards here. I see that in chat. I will deal with it in a moment. Does the game continue? No, it does not. Okay, cool. Getting rid of this. Cool. Can you still see his message? Or did it delete it? Okay, good. Random bot in chat. Annoying. 2,400. It's around. He didn't say no, he just left. How dare you want a card to be worth its value? How dare I? Harumph. Slept out my last ghost rare. Figure it's about time. Cool. Card deal, nope. Card deal, nope. Started off with some pretty good, decent card deals. Kinda dwindled big time. I can't do it. Really would have loved to. Yeah, but he didn't even counter-argue, even if that was the case. Usually he would be like, oh, there's no way I'll sell it for that low. But in this case, he was just like, absolutely not, I'm leaving, good day. And actually, he was offering, he wanted it to buy it for 2,000, but it was only worth 1,000. You had the numbers reversed, Mom. Real quick. Okay, see, market value price 300. He wants to sell it for 200. 270. See, will you accept it? 280. How about we go 280 for you instead of 89? 282. Alright, okay, there we go. We reached a deal. No. Oop, there we go. Nope. 500? For a $900 card? You're crazy. You wanted to give me a $500 card and take my $900 card. You're out your darn mind. Oh wow, the 6K card hasn't sold. A lot of the 6K cards haven't sold. Not really surprising. No. Board game. Okay. one thing on it. There we go. All right. I don't expect the 6K cards to sell super quickly, but I guess they did. Yeah, I think they did. We'll see after shop closes. Nope. Nope. No. Sorry, I have no interest in your stuff. Nope. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. 100 for an 80? Absolutely. I will take that upgrade. Oh, and I already had one of them as well. So I can slap that down. And slap that down. Nice. Nope. Alright. That should do me for the rest of the day for cards, unless people just start buying them crazily. $30.68. Not interested in your card deal. $28. I said 28. 85. You want it for 190? How about 180? Cool. Tomorrow I have a new card I can sell. $23.91. Card's practically sold out. $445.41. Thank you. You want... I'm just gonna decline you. Is that everything? Yes, it is. Alright. So, I'm gonna go ahead and restock. Ooh. I'm gonna start with the skull game. Where is the... That's not it. There we go. Nom 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 nom. Okay. Oh, it's only 6. Okay, well, it still helped me get rid of some. There we go. Alright. Let's see, for the cards... Blue... Elite... Destiny Blue... Purple, and red. Destiny Blue, Purple, and red. Purple... Red... Destiny Blue. Not many packs sold. Which is good. There we go. Alright, real quick, I do want to... Oh, no. Do the scanner. Yeah, I know. A lot of things need to be restocked. That should literally be everything. If I did it right. Let's find out. I did want to test this. I can stock the shelves later. I just wanted to test out. Nope. I goofed. Wait, no I didn't. No I didn't. Okay. See, this is what confused me. How it being off the ground slightly, the tags being slightly up, got me a little thrown off. I thought I purchased the wrong thing, but I guess I didn't. Which is good. I know these toys need to be restocked. Like I said, I can do all that later. For now, I just wanted to restock the restock. And then I can get to the card pull. I didn't run out of anything, at least. But yeah, it made it a heck of a lot faster. I having to go in and out of my inventory. There we go. Everything should be restocked now. Should I stock the shelves? I mean, it won't take that long. Get ready for another day of shop. Oh, wait. There we go. Six, 12, 12, 12, 8, 8, 8, 6, 6, 4, 4, 4, 6, 6, 4, 4, 3. I need these dudes. It's these dudes. I was missing one of 4, 4, 4 stars. The only other thing is the boars, which will take multiple. So I'm probably gonna have to rebuy some of the boar. One box. There we go. Sometimes you just can't account for that. That's why I want the smaller shells. Or the more storage shells. So I don't have to do that nearly as often. Alright, let's see. These are good. These are good. For the most part, the shop always does an excellent job of keeping things completely stocked. I'll price everything on my own time. Let's see. Blue. Oh, that's yellow. That's blue. And then there was these packs? No. These packs? Yes. Okay, I still have some. That's good. All these are good. I need one box of the toy. These, I believe. So it's gonna take another whole box. I would say I'm making record time. What do you think? Is restocking faster? Completely? Or is it still quite too slow? Personally, I believe it's going a heck of a lot faster. It also helps that I generally know where everything is. Oops. Because I've organized my shop much better than it used to be. Goes at the bottom. Need another box. It's only when that kind of stuff happens that it kind of slows down a little bit. Red, the green. Was this one? No, it was not. Like I said, it's the top one. I mean, it's good to get fresh stock in. The top blue. There we go. Yeah. Having to go back in and order one new box because you were like only 2 away from selling out of that box. Alright, comics. 18, 18, 18, 18, 18, 18. I will say, like I said, the workers really are on point with, 10. With, stocking, though. Most of it is usually pretty well stocked. That's 8. That's 11, so this is 10. No, that's 12. Is this 10? Yeah, this is 10. I could tell. There we go. Alright. We are completely restocked. Now, if I wanted to reopen shop, all I would have to do is price. But, let's get to the card opening, shall we? I believe... Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Shiny Lux Ray. Much appreciated, friend. Hope you're having a fantastic day and had a fantastic weekend. Ooh, 494. Pretty much broke us even on our boxes. Yeah. Oh, wow, yeah. I was about to say, we're pretty close, if not completely even, off that one card. I think what would be really cool, like I've said in the past, is to have a tab that tallies your unique cards. That way you know exactly how many cards you have. Of that individual thing. 85. That way you could see how close you are to the achievement. I think that would be absolutely sick. Okay, I'm going to save. As you can see, I need to open shop. Well, I still can pile through a bunch more sets of cards. But this profile is so low because it's the one that I'm trying to get all the card achievement on. After last time of getting the 6K God Pack, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna waste that getting all those rare cards. So actually, it's the red that I want now. Unless I get the 11K Ghost Rare, I am not saving over that profile. Period. If I do, then I absolutely will, because that's like one of the rarest cards in the entire game. I'd rather lose the 6K Ultra Rares than the Omega Infinitely Rare card, you know? Plus, opening shop with all those cards, look at my money. I could pull cards from now until the end of days with this much money. So, as I was saying before, my weekend was completely uneventful. There was, however, one update that I found out about that I don't think I really mentioned. Oh wait, maybe I did mention it, but on stream at least. I know I told you, Mom. Nintendo lost its patent for the creature catching, or fighting, summoning one creature to fight another mechanic was actually dismissed. Not by the courts, but, or not completely, so it's not like a permanent win for us, but it does definitely damage Nintendo's case overall to a slight degree. So Power World just got a small W for that. People are making, the more I look into it, the less of a massive win that everyone claims it is actually not as big as people think. Like, it's big, don't get me wrong, but it's not like, oh, Power World is gonna win now because of this, like people are thinking. No, it's just like, no, you know, your patent, we found that your patent doesn't hold as much water as you say it does, and it's up to the courts to decide whether or not the patent is accepted or not. So ultimately it still winds up in the courts, in the ball of the judge, whether or not it has enough credence to be passed or not. If I'm recalling it correctly. 52. And 75. So that's, you know, a really cool thing. But beyond that, not really much going on. I decided to remodel my base in Pal World again. I started back up the cake farm because I'm trying to breed work pals to the top level that I can. Because I want them to, especially at my mining base, so that they have maximum efficiency, or my version of maximum efficiency. I don't know what the technical optimal builds are, but from my point of view, a decrease in sanity and a slower decrease in sanity and work and huge buff to work speed overall is actually pretty nice, especially since they can work through the night. And it won't matter about their hunger because I'll still have plenty of food for them. And currently I have 2 of the 3 types completed. I have my miners, I have my birds, or my carriers, and I have my, what's it called? Electric dudes. All working at, well, my, nice, 200 profit. Wow, 19,000, or 194,000 to 262,000. That's crazy. That's like 60K, if not more. So it's a huge profit today. Time to spend some of it. Anyways, let's do the red, as always, the Destiny red. But, yeah. First 10 boxes, 6,500. Since it took about 10 or 11 minutes to fully get the stream going, I'm gonna wait until an hour and 10 minutes before I take my first break. That'll give us time to get through more of the cards. 125. But after that, I'm going to get my garden pals and waterers and all that stuff. I'm gonna max them out so I have maximum gardening efficiency, so I can really pump out those stuff better, faster. And eventually pretty much get rid of all chicken coops. 54. $71. And then, of course, I have my legendary that I just caught 2 of. So I can start breeding them as well while I'm trying to work on getting the creature combinations and stats and stuff and perks I want. 335. So yeah. Everything on Power World is looking pretty clean. I haven't really played much Peak. Oh, I guess there is another update. My friend, who recently had her computer go down, Kitsune, she got her computer back up and running. So, I'm gonna see if she wants to do a collab or anything sometime soon. Maybe Peak or Streets of Rogue or some other game. So, that's also nice. She streamed recently. I don't want to, like, immediately pester her for collabs the second she gets back to streaming, you know? I want to give her some time to, you know, play some games and do what she wants to do. Get her stuff back in order before I start throwing out the idea of collabs again. I guess we're gonna wind up taking it. I guess I can mess around for a little bit until you get back. First I can pick up these cards. I'll price stuff while you're in the bathroom. I'll start pricing stuff. Less I have to do later anyways. But, yeah. My other profile, I have a lot more unique cards because I'm only selling doubles. So, that's good. So, a lot of the cards I'm getting now that are new, I already have. But since I sold so many different types of cards, some of them that I get that aren't popping up as new are actually one-of-ones. I've noticed that. It's like, oh, I just got this really good $1,000 card that didn't say new, but yet it's completely new because it's only one-of-one. Oh, whoops, not that. Price. See, like one-of-one, 300, 200. Pretty close to the same price. All of these would technically be new if I hadn't got them in the past. I think I finished off this shelf. Let me check real quick. Yeah, I do believe I finished that off. Now I'll go for the toys. The problem is I can't open shop because I don't have enough good cards. I spent all of my good cards today trying to make money. Like I have a lot of 200s and stuff, but considering the prices of some of these things, the reason I only sell like over 100 is because looking at my merchandise, there are very few things that are cost over $100. So it's better if they buy cards than they do one item off of any shelf. But if they buy like multiple items, then it's worth having the cards out still. It's alright. Let me just finish this shelf real quick while I blabber. So that's kind of why I hunt for 50 and above, is because if you look at the price tag of all of these items, 50 is about as expensive as it gets, like 54 here. So if they come over here and buy a card, then instead of like one of these, then I'm not losing any money off that purchase. The only exception is like these that are 90, but I often sell over $100 in cards anyways. So, welcome back. So, that's kind of my mindset. If I didn't have cards worth over 100, it really wouldn't be worth putting up anything for sale. 115. Because that's actually how the game works. Is they roll a dice and they go to a random section. Well, RNG rolls a random number, I should say. And they go to a shelf section and they look and pick something from it. They have a limited amount of actions, essentially, in the shop that is rolled by a random number generator. So if you don't have anything on those shelves, it's a wasted action, and you lose money for that day. Essentially, from what they could have purchased. That's why having higher cost cards is so important. Because if they do roll to, or if the number does decide, hey, you're gonna check out the cards, at least have them buy something. 326. And then if they decide to go to another shelf, you still are making the money from the cards. And they would have purchased something that was of equal or higher value than anything else that you have available in your shop. 125. So it's kind of an interesting thing. That's also why having card tables actually loses you money in the long run, is because if they choose to check out the tables and they choose to spend their entire time there, 279. That's less purchases, and also 55. And you lose money because, well, they're gonna net you like 40 bucks or something for the entire day. They could have purchased an item that was worth 40 bucks and left, which would bring in another customer. Because that's also how it works, is the quicker you serve your customers, the more customers you get. So it's kind of interesting to look at it all that way. I'm not one to look up guides or optimal strats or anything. I was just watching a video of someone playing the game, and they were talking about it. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. The only guides I usually look up for are things that are complicated, like breeding in games. It's like, oh, you have all these different variables and factors. And the game doesn't outright tell you things. And when I get really, really stuck in games, I don't want to spend 3 streams looking for something when the game doesn't give you enough guidance to show you where it is, or tell you where it is. Oh, you didn't talk to one NPC 3 cities over that you would have had to walk 20 minutes to get to, kind of situation. And use the right keyword you got from 2 other NPCs. It's like, that would have taken me forever to figure out. It's better just to look it up and get it out of the way, so I don't waste time. And have people screaming at their monitors, "It's right there!" $113. That being said, I do take my time and attempt to figure things out before jumping right to a guide. Nothing wrong with doing that, but I like trying to figure things out for myself first. That's why I don't want spoilers on new games that I'm playing. Or optimal strats. That's why I rarely platinum games, because I just don't care enough to. Though I do kind of want to platinum this game, but that's still going to take a lot of work. It's going to take me forever, even on my own time. Because the grading card system also has a bunch of achievements attached to it now. 96. By a bunch, I mean a few. Uh, 50. I do like little facts and interesting... I am a little bit of a lore junkie. I do like learning the backstories and lore of, like, the worlds. Not so much that I would, like, go out of my way to hunt down every piece of lore, but, like, when encountering stuff, it's really interesting. Oh. Ugh. Sorry about that. Thank you. $54. That's why I also tend to talk to all the NPCs when I play through these games. A, because I don't want to miss something. If I were on my own, I might not as often. So I talk to them just in case. But also because I do like hearing lore and building the world. I get much more immersed when I do that. But when I'm on my own time and I've played the game, usually I just run through the dialogue, no problem. But yeah, first time playthroughs, I take my time. Alright, after this box, we'll be taking our first break of the stream. This is a good old stretch break. So go get yourself some drinks, some food, or just get up and stretch. Go pester your pet animal with some loves. Cards have not been that bad so far. Yeah, I know I've been through a few boxes at this point, but they've been pretty alright. I've gotten some decent cards. Maybe not a high value card. Oh, I got disconnected from chat. Alright, I'm back. 2,000? not bad. Alright. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Only 2 boxes, and I'm at 2,000. That's really not bad at all. Alright, this is going to be our first stretch breaker, as I said, so yeah. I'll be back shortly. Alrighty, everybody, I'm back. If you hear any noise in the background, that's literally the cat. She's decided to come in here and hang out with me for a little bit. Oh, a 50 right out the gate. So, I recently watched, usually I have like streamers on in the background. If I like them, it won't matter what they're playing, I just use them as background noise. While I peep over, look over at the second monitor from time to time to see what's up and what they're doing. Like, I can hear them. I have game audio muted while I'm grinding for things or doing certain things. And, I just have them on as, like, background noise. I recently saw someone finish Pokemon Legends ZA, and I've got to admit, while all of my opinions on the lack of true variety of areas, the story being pretty basic, and 314, and overall the game itself kind of being very boring and bland, I have got to admit, the like final segments of the game were actually really cool. I really actually thought that Nintendo knocked it out of the park with the ending to the game. I'm not really gonna spoil anything for those who still want to play the game or are currently playing through it. But yeah, it was really cool to see, like, kind of all the crossroads that your character goes through, like all the different people they meet, and even characters that are like people you wouldn't really expect to really have any kind of like relevancy beyond just, oh, they're a guy I have to fight, actually come around to actually like intersecting at the end of the story. $62. And then, like, the actual ending after the final, like, it's a final boss. They have a final boss. That's not really a spoiler. That's true for any game, pretty much, that's an RPG. So after the final boss, like, the way they ended the story completely, wow. It was awesome. Nintendo did stuff I did not expect them to do. Even a little bit into the post-game story actually had a couple of moments where I was like, wow, I honestly am shocked Nintendo did that. 55. So, Nintendo did pretty good towards the ending of the game. Are you stuck there, Sassy? No, you're good? Okay. I was checking on the cat. She might be coming to you with a bag that she might need help with, Mom. Be on the lookout for Sassy. $201. Oh, she came to you? $55. I thought maybe she might have been able to figure out how to get the bag off of her before she reached you, but even still. Yeah, she was in here playing with my bag with my empty soda, the small soda container. Yeah, she stole that with one of the discarded ones in it from my room. I love the smell of Pepsi in the morning. Or Mountain Dew in the morning. Oh no. It was the root beer one, never mind. Let her have it and let her play with it for a while if she wants. I needed to throw that away anyways. It was just literally sitting on the floor in the bag. Alright, next one. Ooh, it's really windy out. Don't worry, I might actually decide to do another full stream of card openings. I mean, look at how much money I have. I would be surprised. 50. 4,191. That was nice. I mean, I have more money than I know what to do with at this point. 55. $122. I think we're over even. Yep, I figured. I knew from the minute I got that 4K card that we were over even. $562 profit. Nice. Well, yeah, a little bit more now that I've been pulling some cards, but still. Those are pretty much all of the weekend events and things that I've been up to. I haven't actually touched Splitgate 2 since I stopped streaming it. And I still haven't really gotten around to asking my streamer friends or people that I know to perhaps help me with my stream issue. It's the fact that it's just like something with like overhauling or something, the console or something. It's a message that pops up when the game starts lagging. It's like it's too much for the stream setup to bear, so it like makes it all choppy and stuff. I'm sure you've noticed it in a few games. That's honestly why I can't have Discord open when I stream certain games. 58. 55. 55. Just be careful. You know how she gets when she gets needy. She gets button happy. But it was nice that she came out and hung with me today for a little bit. 87. It's funny. She came in here after I annoyed her. I was petting her and she was like complaining a little bit. Yeah, I thought I said 97. Sorry. 97. Oh, I said 87. My brain does that. I read a number and I get 8s and 9s mixed up all the time. So I apologize for that. And it's not that I'm not locked in. It's that my brain sees 8s as 9s sometimes. And I don't know why. It's not because I'm dyslexic or anything. It's just a weird thing where I say it before my brain processes it. And it's just weird. But thank you for telling me about that. But yeah. And I do believe that's pretty much everything. So now it's up to the cards. I guess I also have been watching a streamer play a game called Mega Bonk, which is just like Vampire Survivors, but but not at the same time. It's like the same type of mechanic, but there's a lot more stuff to it, which is kind of cool. Personally, I don't know if I would buy it or play it myself, but it's interesting watching people do like runs of it. Hey, Sassy. Bye, Sassy. You're welcome for my bag. There are like all these crazy challenges you can do. 412 in Mega Bonk. One is like defeat a boss without any power-ups or activating any nodes or shrines or anything like that, because there are shrines scattered, and there are different various power-ups you can collect on the map itself. It's like, yeah, beat a boss without using any of that. It's like, okay, that's doesn't seem too hard, but then you have like activate all shrines and clear the boss. 54 on difficulty 3, and it's like, yeah. Running around to literally every part of the map and back to the exit gate while simultaneously defeating the final boss, all before time runs out. That's quite a tall order. I was watching someone try that challenge, and they're just like resetting midway through because they know that their build isn't halfway good enough to even attempt it. It's like, I feel like it's way more based on meta builds than it is actually like creating different combos, if that makes sense. Like there's a meta to the game, because you need this in order to beat the final boss, kind of thing. And with Vampire Survivors, it's like you can pretty much choose any weapon you want. So long as you know how to evolve it, and then evolve it before you get overwhelmed. And pretty much every weapon is viable to get through to the end of the game and beat every boss. So, this is one of those things. 71. $200. I was also watching someone play the new Peak-esque game called RV There Yet? Which is a pun, and I love that, on Are We There Yet? Game seems like a nightmare. Well, Peak is about trolling your friends and climbing a mountain and making good decisions. It feels like RV There Yet is a game designed to ruin friendships. 54. It's one of those types of games. Just moving all this a little closer. There we go. We should pretty much be able to get through 2 or 3 of these boxes. More before the second break of the stream. But I am absolutely going to be doing another next Monday will be another full stream of card openings for sure. Because despite breaking even and all that and going, excuse me, thank you. Despite breaking even, the amount of cards I have, I don't think is really all that great. At the moment. $50. The cards have been, well, we've gotten some pretty good cards. I feel like for the most part the cards have been kind of meh. For the most part. 4K to break even was really nice though. I will admit that. The music is starting to get to me. Starting to make me sleepy. 58. Unfortunately, having to bust out a brand new headset, which I know I do have, for my tablet. I can't use it because my headset tablet the headset, the old headset that's broken. I guess I could always take this headset I currently have and use it strictly for my tablet and just use the new one for my PC. But I kind of don't want to. I kind of want to have just that as a backup in case this one does completely break. 43. Because if this one completely breaks, then one way or the other, I'll be out of a headset for one of them. So I don't know. I don't know. Oh, and how the other headset broke was absolutely horrifying. I went to pull the plug for the headset out of the tablet, and only part of it came out. I'm like, oh no. The plug broke off inside the tablet. I'm like, oh god. But I managed to luckily pull out the piece that was still in the tablet, because enough of it was actually still sticking out that I managed to pull it out. And then I did plug in the headset I'm currently using for my PC just to test if I've literally screwed that plug permanently, and thankfully I didn't. It appears that all of it, that I was managed to pull the piece out completely without any of it being left behind, or without damaging the hardware itself. So I was really happy about that. Yeah, the plug itself looked kind of bent, so I went to pull it out to check, and all of it didn't come. I'm like, oh shit. But it seems to be working fine, so. Tomorrow we will be playing Moonstone Island, where I have a new list of goals I wish to accomplish. One of them is to find a fire island, because God knows I need one. I have yet to be able to find one. I've uncovered quite a bit of the map. I don't know if it's all randomly generated or if it's procedurally generated, which means it's always the same. 332. But man, those fire islands are scarce. I recently only found my second poison island. That's how I was able to get the herb. But I'll go over kind of like my list of goals tomorrow. $2,180 in profit. Man, without that 4K, we might not have broken even at this rate. $62. Tis insane to think about. $54. There we go. I almost don't want to get another set of 10 with how bad these pulls have been on this latter half. Or later half. I mean... I might just do 5. And then, like, spend some of this money. Yeah, because so far, without that 4K card, I wouldn't have even broken even. The 4K is what pushed me over the even mark. So if I don't get at least 4K, that means... worth a profit, that means that that 4K card literally is the only reason I broke even. 252. Yeah, I know that. I'm just saying the only reason we are even is because of that 4K card. Is what I was getting at. Without it, we still wouldn't be at the even mark. That's why I said, if we don't reach 4K worth of profit, that means for a fact that that 4K is the only card is the only reason we break even. Or have any profit. $314. Yeah. $50. 58. $394. I had to double check to make sure I wasn't getting the wrong number. $223. $125. $146. So 142 more. $372. Yeah. That's why I like getting a lot of hundreds rather than the big like 4,000 or 5,000s, unless I make a lot of profit, because then it's like, well, yeah, I made profit, but I didn't get very many high value cards as a result. You know what I mean? That's why God Pack 6K cards are so awesome to get. It's like, yeah, you get not one $6,000 card, you get 7. That's 7 high value cards right there to sell. Stuff like that. Or even hell, 100 dollar God Packs. It's still $700 right there, but it's still 7 extra cards to sell. Kind of a thing. That's why God Packs are so useful. $800 what? Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3. No, you get 7. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's fine. I thought 8 as well until I actually counted. I wonder if maybe if you get a God Pack, you get 1 extra. That might be a thing, I don't know. I haven't actually stopped to count a God Pack. Next God Pack or Demigod Pack, I will check that too. Because you never know. Last box for this set. Once we're through this, we'll take the second and final break of the stream. Then I don't even think I'll do 5, because that might throw me over the hour mark. Maybe 5. 5 should be fine. Even if I go over 3. I can just take a quick second to stop and feed the cat. And then finish off the box. The 5. If need be. But I don't think I will. I don't even think that will be needed. We shall see. Is it me, or is today just moving really, really quickly? Because I don't feel like I've been going slow with these card openings, and yet I still haven't I've only done one set of 10. 55. Not really what? Yeah, okay. So it's not just me. Good. I'm glad I'm not crazy. Oh well, yeah. I mean, okay. I'm glad I'm not insane. Crazy is one thing, insane is another. I mean, to be fair, all streamers are a little bit crazy. All people are a little bit crazy. In some way, shape, or form. $288. Okay, yeah. This is the last box of this set. It should be the last handful of cards. $5,523. Nice. Really strong finish. A pretty strong start and a pretty strong finish to this set. But overall, pretty meh, all things considered. Alright. This will take us into our second and final break of the stream. Alrighty, I will be right back, so enjoy the stretch break. See you soon. Alright, I am back once more. Alright. Let's do this. 3K. 3,300. Seconds, chat, sorry. There we go. Sorry, I'm moving stuff around on my thing. Alright, there we go. $62. Alright. Oh. $67. I got it, don't worry. So far, I have 129 off of all my pulls so far. So just add, so just minus, hold on. So what you can do is just minus 10,000, 10,000, sorry. What you can do is minus 3,300 from 10,096, and then plus 129. And that's where we're at. Forget what? Just minus 3,300 from 10,000. And then plus 129. And whatever that equates to is what our profit is. I can do it real quick for you. Hold on. 10,000 96 minus 3,300 plus 100, and I forgot, it was like 29, I think. We're at $6,898 profit currently. $6,898. That's currently where we're at. You're welcome. $1,357. That's okay. I heard the phone call, or I heard you on the phone while I was taking my stretch break. So I pulled up my calculator and I was calculating for you so you didn't miss anything. Real life happens. $63. First box gone. Or almost. Probably one or two more packs in that box. 71. $50. 61. Yep, I knew there was a couple extra packs because I had to put some of them away. $4,065. That was a nice big card. Okay, so the first half was pretty bad, but the second half is starting to look really good. $55. $55. $96. Because the second half has been going much, much better than the first. For sure. I'm just hoping on that it keeps it up. The first box by itself has pretty much paid for, on its own, paid for a second set of 10 if I really wanted to. So let's hope it keeps up that energy. $12,771 profit. I will after this handful. $1,342. I still think I need to do a second stream of card openings in order to get enough high value cards to sell. Personally. That'll be for next time. I'll still price everything and do everything off stream, because I've already mostly done it. All I really need to do is last few shelves for price checking and put up cards to sell and price them. 'Cause I keep forgetting to do that before I switch the day. Yeah. I've talked a bit about this. 54. Honestly, as crazy as it seems, the only thing I'm using 50s for anymore is essentially just to send them off to get graded. Because putting anything less than 100 is literally losing money. But I know if we didn't count the 50s, I don't think we would break even some of the times. I'm not gonna even lie. 51. $157. Oops, 8. That is 8. There we go. What you might have been thinking when it comes to card packs is I can hold 8 in my hand at a time, but only 7 cards in each pack. I think that's where that came from. I do wish you could hold more packs in your hand than just 8, to be honest with you. Would be nice. $14,375 for profits. And we started off on 10K when I bought the boxes, which is absolutely crazy. Already, I think we've made almost as much, if not more, than the previous set of 10. So, strong start, weak middle, pretty strong end. That's the way the cards work today. $272. Oh, whoops. Sorry. Had to move my mic. A friend I know is playing Enter the Gungeon. Hooray! despite my frustrations with that game, I do enjoy Enter the Gungeon. Okay, I'm just looking around to make sure there weren't any more boxes. $62. Okay, last couple of handfuls for this box, and then we're on to our final box of the stream. $209. Alright, I'll just keep going. $5,725. Dang. So far I've made $5,787. So go ahead and add that to your total. 5,787. I pulled a big one. You ready? We're entering our last box now. Two seconds. Sorry, chat. Checking something real quick. $55, $50, $58. $50. 223. 96. 314. 'Should be 2 more handfuls and that'll be it. $54. 62. 'Last handful. Let's see, what are we gonna go out on? Are there any last big numbers? $308. And that's it. What's our total overall profit? $22,000. Those big cards really did come in clutch, but the end half of the pulls were really solid. Alright. That is going to do it for today. Thank you so much for watching. For everyone on YouTube, if you like what you see, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring that notification bell to be notified when I post my next video. If you would like to come see me live, go to twitch.tv/onedamngamer, Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. EST. That's where I'll be. Join us tomorrow. Or I post Monday through Friday on YouTube as well, same as my Twitch channel. So, yeah. I will see you all next time. Have a great day. Bye-bye.